The biblical basis for a residual income-based business. What if I told you that the Bible recommends residual income-based businesses? What if I told you this was the best way of generating an income according to the Bible? And what if I told you that residual income was recorded in the Bible over 3,000 years ago? In this video, we're going to look at a simple set of instructions that teaches us all about residual income and how we should tap into it to create wealth in our life. So let's have a look at Proverbs 27, 23 to 27. Be diligent to know the state of your flocks and attend to your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generations. When the hay is removed and the tender grass shows itself, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered in, the lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of a field. You shall have enough goat's milk for your food, and for the food of your household, and the nourishment of your maidservants. Now there's a lot to look at in this section, but the first thing we have to pick up on is that we're not working for someone. We have our own business, we have our own land, and we work for ourselves. And then we can also see there's a foundational principle of diligence. You have to be diligently focused on looking after your assets, your business. It has to be a priority in your life. Another principle we see is that we have flocks and herds. These are assets, residual income-based assets, as they generate income separate to our direct labor. As long as we provide the right conditions, the sheep and goats will provide a profit in the form of produce. So in this example, the sheep produce wool every year, the goats provide milk all year round, and this will give you a source of income. You can then use the wool and the milk as trade items, and they will also feed and clothe you. So we can see that the business should cover our basic needs first. But there's something very interesting tucked away in here. Do you see what happens with the profits? You buy a field. Now what happens when you buy a field? You now have more grazing land for your sheep and goats. You can breed more. You can expand your business. You create the conditions necessary to create more assets. And what you have here expressed in the Bible is the power of compounding. Once your basic needs have been met, you reinvest the excess profits into your business and compound the value of that business. Now, we're not to invest in fancy cars, toys, or holidays. We're supposed to reinvest the profit back into our business. And this is where most people go wrong in life. They don't reinvest their profits. They spend their profits on other people's assets. They make other people rich because they don't prioritize their business first. And if you do this, if you reinvest back into your business, you will create wealth. Compounding your profits creates wealth. The more sheep and goats you have, the more profits you will have. We will also notice in this scenario there are maidservants. There are people employed. So we're not even directly doing all the labor ourselves. So let's boil that down and summarize that into the core principles we can use in our business. We're supposed to be independent and work for ourselves. We are supposed to own assets that generate income, separate from our direct labor. We need to diligently look after our assets and protect them. Our assets should provide the income for our basic needs. We should use the excess profits to expand our business and create new assets. And we should also employ people where necessary to carry out some of the labor tasks. So there we have it, a simple, biblically based system to generate wealth in your life. Now, I have followed this in my own personal life and it works beautifully. So I encourage you to explore these principles, to think about them and adopt them into your own business, your own life. This is the first video in a series of videos where we are going to be looking at biblical principles. We're going to be looking at what the Bible says about financial success, what it says about residual income, what it says about wealth, and what it says about managing money. And the Bible has a lot to say on this subject. Now, I hope you found this video useful. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want more of this type of content, as this helps me to decide what type of content people want to see. And if you're starting a new business, I have some free online marketing training. I also run the Business Buddies community where you can access professionally produced training on all aspects of entrepreneurship. And they're all founded in objective biblical principles. Thanks for watching. I look forward to catching up with you in the next video.